Hey guys, Carla here with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look and showing you how to install these Glacier Cable Chains on our 2020 Range Rover Velar. So real quick, I want to show you guys the tire size that's on our Range Rover Velar today is 255/55/19. If you don't know, your tire size is going to be on the sidewall of your tire. Definitely check that out and use our fit guide to make sure you get the correct chains. So these cable chains are going to be a good fit for someone, like for example, if you are required by law to have some type of traction device for your vehicle, this is a great option. They're lightweight, they're not gonna really bother you too much while you're driving down the road, and they're gonna give you the traction you need for that lighter snow. Now, if you are going to be in a climate where there's a lot of snow and you're expecting ice and stuff like that, then you definitely want to go with more of a actual chain type rather than the cables. But other than that, these are gonna be a great option, very economical to get you out of those light snow situations. So right up here, I do want to show you how this is constructed. So we've got a steel cable inside, just kind of like this one right here, on the inside going this way. So this is a ladder style chain. You can see the ladder right here, and it's got cables right here. These are steel cables that are spring cables that are going to be coating that wire on the inside. That's what's going to provide you that traction and the relatively smoother ride that you can see on these when you're comparing them to the chains that are, you know, thicker and bigger up there. Right here we can take a closer look at these steel rollers. They're like a spring steel roller that's going to be coating the cable on the inside. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do after getting it out of the box is laying it flat on the ground. And the direction you want to lay this on after you take out, you know, make it all straight, you want to make sure that this lever is on the bottom, so we're going to have that on the bottom of the tire to make the connection. And you want to make sure that these hooks right here, the open end has to be facing away from our tire. So after you lay them flat, we can go ahead and grab the center section here and start draping them over our tire. And I just want to make sure I have about the same on both ends, so we can adjust that like that. Also grab the back end, make sure we've got about the same on the front and the back. With that on there, we can move to the back and make our first connection. Alright, so we've got our eyelet on that side, and we've got our cable on this side. So to make the connection, we're going to just go ahead and clip it. And right now I'm going to use the third piece down, just like that, and then we're going to try and see if that works on the front. So let's go ahead and go to the front. Alright, so if your cables kind of moved around while you were pulling things back there, go ahead and readjust them here. Make sure we can pull it tight so we can make the tightest connection here. And with that, like that, we'll move and make the connection up front. Alright, so basically what we're going to do is just try to clip this just like that and pull it forward. Next and last step, just going ahead and engaging this lever, pulling it back. I'll move this out of the way so we can clip that right there. And these pieces right here are just in case if you have, you know, if you're using something back here where your cable's going to go all the way up, you can clip it in place. But you can see our cable right here only has this much extra, so we're good to go. Alright, so even though we have a pretty tight fit here, it's always a good idea to go ahead and get a set of rubber adjusters. This is not only going to help maintain that tension, but as you're driving down the road, it's going to help it keep it centered on the wheel. And to install these, you just want to make sure that you point the hooks away from your tire, and you want to get it spaced out as evenly as possible. So I'll start right here. We'll go ahead and continue making our connections to get all that slack out. Just like that. Alright, so that's going to pretty much do it for a look at the Glacier Cable Chains on our 2020 Range Rover Velar.